All right, Eric, tell me about the classroom when the semester first started.
Okay, when the semester first started, it was kind of difficult for us to focus in class because it was two different classes in one. So we had the teachers try to talk over top of each other. But as a class, we learned to deal with it and focus on the situation. And it's a little better now that we have the boards and everything. But the noise level hasn't really changed. But we learned to focus and deal with it, kind of.
Okay. What other distractions are there in the room besides, of course, the other teacher?
Sometimes teachers tend to play music and loud music, and we just try to work around that. And sometimes the class get a little noisy, but Ms. Akins tend to have a tendency to calm them down and everything. She's not a fan. She's a very good teacher.
Excellent. Does the electrical equipment in the back pose a distraction or a danger or anything?
We don't even pay that any mind.
You don't pay it any mind.
Bypass that.
Excellent. You mentioned that it's better now. What things have made it better?
Some things that made it better is that the teacher, he lowered his noise level a little bit.
Good.
And we try to, put the boys in a way, that way we can just try to block the other class out and we try to stay focused and keep focused on the teacher. She tried to talk a little louder so we can hear her out a little better.
Excellent. Thank you, Eric.
You're welcome.
All right, Tanette, tell me about your class.
Well, in my class, there's all seniors, and they never do their work. They come in anytime they feel like it. It's a bunch of noise. Only 10 of us, barely 10 of us do our work, and it's a bunch of destruction. And it's just like our counselor just puts there because there was nowhere else for us to go, and they don't want to be there. It's just ridiculous.
Okay. Is tardiness and absenteeism a problem in your class?
Yes, mostly the majority of the class comes in we're supposed to be in class at 8:15. Majority of the class gets there about 9 o'clock, 9:30, half hour to hour late.
Wow, that's amazing. Can you tell me a little bit about the classroom? What makes it hard to learn in there?
Well, since we share a class with another class, which he teaches English 1, and when his class is disruption, that causes disruption for our class. If something goes wrong over there, everyone in my class is paying attention instead of paying attention to what Ms. Akins is teaching.
Mm-hmm. Do you think Ms. Akins is a good teacher?
Yes, I do. I really love Ms. Akins.
Excellent. Thank you, Tanette. Okay, Raymond. At the beginning of the year, you did something called goal setting. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes. At the beginning of the year, I set up new goals for myself. Some of them I didn't think I would get, but some of them I did. And one of my goals was to get a new car. I had a 1991 Honda Accord. It was kind of beat up. It wasn't really working. But, every now and then it would start working. Now I have a 1996 Mazda 626, and it's running fine. We're going to work out a few kinks, and then everything's going to be great with that car. I set a goal about getting on the honor roll, and I made the honor roll for the first semester. Hopefully I'll stay on the honor roll. Another goal was to get my college application sent out. And so far I've sent out one college application. That was the hardest part, to get that one out. But I sent it out to my biggest safety school, and I have 3 more coming out at the end of this week.
Excellent. How did setting these goals help you achieve them?
Well, when I realized that I could obtain the goals, I decided that I wasn't going to lose the goals. I wasn't going to lose sight of where I was going to go. I was only going to go up. And those goals helped me because they just gave me more determination to do what it was that I needed to do to obtain new goals.
Also, at the beginning of the semester, you signed something called a learning contract. What is a learning contract?
Okay, the learning contract, it was a binding contract, basically, allowing us to sign it and to keep us focused throughout the year. And it was to help us to know where exactly it was that we were going to be at the end of the course. And it was just letting us know that, this is what we have to do and that we need to be focused. And since we signed it, we have to get to where we need to be.
Excellent. Tell me a little bit about the self-evaluations that you do.
The self-evaluations. The self-evaluations were very helpful, very useful. It was a good tool for Ms. Akins to use. She used it so that when we weren't comfortable with a certain part of the course, or if we were uncomfortable in any kind of way, that she would accommodate us by using that self-evaluation. She would, adjust the course to the way that the class was evaluated, how they felt that they were best evaluated.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about the classroom and the distractions that you might find in there.
Okay. Our classroom was very large, and it was actually a workshop at one point in time for a trade that used to be at the school. The classroom was split between the 9th grade English 1 class and our 12th grade class in first grade. And the 9th graders are a little loud. They are often loud most of the time. The teacher is always loud because they're loud. And, we have a hard time, concentrating and staying focused on what we're supposed to do. But, some days it's good, some days it's worse than others. But other than that, that's the only distraction. I think if the room was smaller and if she had an actual classroom, then we wouldn't have that problem at all.
Excellent. And lastly, what do you think of Miss Aiken?
I like Miss Aiken. I think she's a good teacher. One piece of advice from Miss Aiken is that she might want to be a little bit harder on, teaching. Is it new to her?
It is.
New to her? Okay, well, this is her first time teaching. So she might want to, think about some follow-up punishments maybe.
Pathetic.
My name is Mr. Gold. I teach 9th grade English. And I share a very large, cavernous space with Miss Aiken. It's a challenging space because at any given time there can be over 70 students in the same room, with Miss Aiken on one side teaching math, I'm on the other side teaching English. There is absolutely no way that we can't hear her class and she can't hear ours. Tremendous distractions and difficulties in communicating with the students due to the space we're in.